morning. My name is Rowan McCool and I'm the Franchise Director for Total Clean. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And just as what's behind me, the importance of technology in the commercial cleaning sector. Do we stay old and write little notes, or do we jump on board with what's available out there technology-wise? Certainly, the age of digital is upon us, and if we don't embrace it, we get left behind. And we certainly would like to see ourselves as not so much at the bleeding edge of technology, but certainly at the leading edge, where we got systems that are developed that work, not just for yourselves for the sake of having technology, but for the sake of where it is actually making your day easier, where you're getting access to all of the information that you need in order to run an effective commercial cleaning business. So, with that said, let's just get into it about what is the backbone of the digital age within commercial cleaning, and what are the things that we have developed that make your business more successful. Essentially, what we have done is created an effective commercial software that is used to keep you in touch with the clients that you have and with the people that you employ. These are the two things that are the hardest things to do in our business. You have a number of different locations with contracts in place. You're assuming that your staff are going to arrive there on time, and the client at the end of the day is going to be happy with the service that you deliver. What happens in reality in days gone by is that a lot of commercial companies would be receiving a telephone call from the client and saying your cleaner hasn't arrived or didn't arrive yesterday, where you were sort of in the back foot from the day from get-go. So what the technology is that we've developed now is to have an all-encompassing system that has a time and attendance system logged in, and which also then back-end feeds into the actual contract that you've costed for. So you as a business are able to keep in tabs every contract, the P&L that you have in each one. So that for us has been an important milestone that we've developed and actually done a lot of research looking at various companies out there that provide these services. And we feel that what we've got with MySide Ops is definitely a system that works, and it's what we call like a customer communication in the soft services arena. There's a lot of other products out there that are similar, but we found that this one really works well. So what does it mean? It means that from the time that you get an inquiry coming in, we feed that information into the software system, and it then generates a lead. The lead then gets attended to, and if the client is looking for a quotation, we then put the quotation in at this point. It then holds that information where you're then allowed to prompt it to stay in touch with the client, so until the point of whether a decision is made. Yes, we're going to go with you, or no, we're not ready to make a move with Total Clean just yet. If it's a yes, then it goes to then the creating of a price costing to the particular contract that you've quoted on. That then means that it converts then into the financial aspect of the business, where you then can do monthly invoicing. You can then add in any additional sales or additional cleaning required to that particular contract, all of it going into the centralized code number or account number for that particular client. So for the life of time that you do have that client, the history of whatever cleaning has been done for that customer is at the touch of a button. So that's quite a neat thing to know and to have, because there is a lot of repeat business and services that clients look for. It could be annualized carpet cleans, it could be twice a year window cleans, it could be the provision of consumable products. Having all of that information in one space, you can actually keep a track record of what has been charged, typically what is the time frame that it took to do those things, so that you are able to then continue to quote in a profitable way for that particular client, and that there's a consistency where if you're sort of thumb-sucking what the prices would be, that the client is not sort of double doubting, because they're also looking in their records of what they've been invoiced for a particular service in the past, and they're not asking the question, why is this sort of all of a sudden gone astronomically high? So you're keeping your integrity with the client all the time, which is quite an important thing. The next thing that is important that you need to be aware of is, obviously I just touched on it briefly at the beginning, is time and attendance. Certainly we need to know where our staff are. The system is designed around the geolocation of where the site is, and staff can only log in through the application that we have on the telephone when they are actually on site. We can adjust the time of where there's a little bit of tolerance before the actual contract is to start and before it is to actually end, and then this information of attendance can actually be fed into your payroll system. So once again, you're accurately recording the amount of time that you're spending cleaning, and that if the client phones up and says your guy has been keeping poor time and attendance on the site for the last 6 months, you have then got a record of the actual time that that person has been on site, and hopefully you've been checking it every week to make sure that the service provider or your cleaning operative has actually been attending the site for the corrected period of time. So it puts you it's to not argue with the client, but a lot of times, clients will throw you with a story about, it's 6 months we haven't had a piece of machinery working, or your staff haven't appeared on time for the last 3 months. This way you take all of that argument out of the equation, where you can actually present that report to the client. Another effective way of retaining clients is effective communication, and our system allows for that, where we used to operate with these old comment books where the client would write in and the cleaning operative would appear when they came for the start of their shift. They would look at what was in the comment book and address those issues. This system that we have now is that any comments that are coming in from the client, you have sight of live. You're not relying on secondhand information from your cleaning operative, where if you read those comments that are coming in, you can then pre-inform your staff to say that, client 123 is holding a big party this evening. Please can you make sure that when you come in the morning that everything gets reset, and so that you're prepared to go to that area first, so that when the client comes in the next morning, they can see that where they had the party is spotless. So that is one of the smart ways of keeping track of what the client is looking for, and how to instruct your staff of where to concentrate their efforts when they get to the start of their shift. So I trust that all of that makes sense, and it's we're proud of what the system is, and it's something that our franchisees are very, very appreciative of, because they're now very much more in control of their businesses. When you start your franchise, you've got enough time to maybe manage 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts quite easily, and you're on top of it because you've physically been able to get around to all of those sites. When your business grows and you scale up, where you've got 100 clients, it's not that easy to get around to them as regular as you used to. This system here keeps you informed about what's happening at your sites at the touch of a button and real time. So it allows you to actually scale up your business without a drop off in the service level, which is quite important in building and growing a substantial business in the commercial cleaning sector. Right, so I think that's pretty much about what we need to cover on the technology side, which is related to innovation. The other aspect of our business is being aware of the strides that are happening in the equipment that is being used. In the past, say 5 years, there hasn't really been major leaps, and in the last 2, there has been huge strides in the innovation of robotics, the way that machinery can be automatically programmed to clean large spaces. Not every site and location that you have will be able to afford this technology, but just to know that it is available, and to know that when speaking to prospects when you start your franchise business, it's to know that these pieces of kit are available, and that we are aware of what it can provide. And taking the years of experience that we've gained over the years, and the research and development that we're doing into the equipment that's available today and the applications that it's best used for, this is a vital tool that you have access to in how to best deal with whatever client is that you have out there. Technology is coming down in price regarding the equipment, so there are interesting times ahead where the robotics of vacuum cleaners and scrubber dryers are going to now become very much part and parcel of the offer that we will provide to clients in the years to come, because the actual price of labor is going up and the cost of equipment and technology is going down. So there's going to be a point where there's been a divergence where the labor versus technology, it's going to go towards technology in certain instances being the better choice to keep you competitive in the eyes of the consumer and your customer. So be rest assured that that's one of the advantages of being part of Total Clean, is that we are constantly doing that research and development on your behalf, and we share best practices with you. Yeah, so I saw and see that there's been a number of people that have clicked on, and a few of you have asked a couple of questions. And Chloe, if you can let me know who it is so I can possibly reply to those.
Yep, so we've got Neve, haven't got a location for Neve. Neve has asked if the technology that you were speaking about, the robotics and so on, if they were included in the franchise fee, or would that be something that's rented? If she could have some more information on that.
Okay, Neve, great question. You know, every contract is costed according to what it is that you're going to be provided in that contract. So say from the off, if you realize, let's say it's a school, for example, and there's spans of corridors that need to be cleaned on a regular basis. Those are examples where a robotic vacuum cleaner, scrubber, dryer would be advantageous, so that your staff then can spend time on the detailing cleaning of classrooms. So in that example of a school, quoting for a school, you would price in the cost of what that robot would be. And so yes, you do pay for it, but at the end of the day, it's the client who's paying for it. You're providing, you're installing the equipment, and you will sign up a contract with the equipment provider, and with equipment such as robotics being the price that they are, and the maintenance that it will require, we would certainly recommend that you would take those pieces of equipment on a rental basis, and that would be priced into the contract. So hopefully, Neve, that's answered your question. Any other questions there?
We've got one more from Yusuf in Norfolk, and he has asked if the My Cytops, if there's an app, is there some way you can have it on your phone so you've got it with you on the go?
Yeah, Yusuf, of course. It is definitely, it has two applications. One is for you to have sight of the reports and everything at your office, but more importantly, the mobile app is definitely where you would use to onboard staff through the mobile app, because when you're out there in situ interviewing for potential potential operatives to come and clean, you've got the app there and then, where you can actually take a photograph of evidence of original documentation that you would ask a cleaner to provide for you at the interview process, so that you've got everything at your fingertips to take a record of that information, that the personal information of the cleaning operative, and it's safe for you to take those photographs because it actually is then stored directly into My Site Ops. It's not held on your phone, so you're completely compliant with confidentiality and protection of people's information. Should you lose your phone, none of that information, it's all encrypted, is going to be available to anybody that would have access to your phone. So everything has been done and designed with that in mind. And yeah, so once again, the mobile app, you can check whilst you're driving around as to who's attended which site where. It'll let you know if Mavis, for example, is meant to be on site at 10 o'clock this morning. You can just check on your app shifts for that particular contract, and it'll tell you whether Mavis is logged in or logged out. So yeah, it's a vital tool. We've taken everything into consideration in our discussions with My Site Ops to deliver a comprehensive tool for you to both manage your business and contracts remotely and also in situ. Okay, and any other questions?
No, that's all the questions we have today.
All right, good. Well, folks, I really appreciate your time. And once again, it is Innovation Week, so looking forward to speaking to you again in the next time that we get together. Okay. Just before we close, I forgot to mention, part and parcel of who we are as a business, we are obviously looked at by our competitors and by governing bodies within the cleaning sector. We've been a member of the British Institute of Cleaning Services, and we are now a finalist for innovation, actually, which is going to be mentioned. We're attending that award ceremony in September of this year, so hopefully we'll be a winner of that, which bears testimony of the technology that we've produced for you and your potential business going forward, which is My Site Ops, is what they are quite excited about and have looked at, and we've gone through the system with them. So if the British Institute of Cleaning is on board about what we've done, then surely it's a good thing. So yeah, all right, well, thanks very much, and you keep well, and look forward to hopefully making contact with you. If you are interested in a franchise, please don't hesitate to call me or contact me by email. My email address is ronan@totalclean.co.uk, and we'll really like to meet with you, talk to you, and answer any concerns that you have about the franchise, about who we are, and let's see where we go from there. All right, from me, goodbye.